Welcome to my channel, where we discuss everything and all things politics, economy, and development in Nigeria and around the world. In this video, we are going to find out whether the sole administrator in Rivers State has now become the EFCC and the ICPC, because the former head of service of Rivers State, who claimed that he voluntarily resigned, is now singing like a canary, claiming that Simi Fubara diverted money. That is what we're going to talk about in this video. Whether the sole administrator is now the EFCC and the ICPC, and whether this has become the pattern introduced by Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Suspend the governor, began investigating him with your sole administrator, and then ensure that he doesn't return. Perhaps that's the template they are testing on Simi Fubara. And that is troubling for our democracy. And it is important we look at it dispassionately, because injury for one is injury for all. What has made the sole administrator, the investigator of elected official? This is really troubling times in Nigeria. Now, how did this story start? The story started when the suspended Governor Simi Fubara was forced to release a statement, a screenshot of the chat that happened between his chief of staff and the former head of service, George Nwaeke, where, if you look at the WhatsApp chat, which was made available to Channels Television, you would see that the George Nwaeke is somebody who is allegedly having financial challenges. He was complaining about that his salary is not enough for him, that he needed money, he needed support. In fact, it was as if he needed support, as like, support me or else I go to the other side, because that is what it seems to me. So perhaps they didn't meet his needs and he then moved to the other side from just looking at the WhatsApp message. Because from that WhatsApp message, you now understand his recent turnaround to criticize Simi Fubara and praising Bola Ahmed Tinubu for the state of emergency. Because it seems to me that he was thinking that the chief of staff should have done something for him beyond his 500,000 naira salary, which he says is not enough for him to meet his needs. Since his needs were not met by Fubara's side, it appears he switched side to Nyesom and Bola Ahmed Tinubu's side. Because when he started singing that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's declaration of state of emergency help in averting a total chaos and economic sabotage in Rivers State. Addressing journalists, Wike accused Fubara of being architect of the recent political turmoil in the state. He alleged that the governor orchestrated the destruction of public assets and had ulterior motives that could have plunged the state into anarchy. So they are looking for somebody who will justify Bola Ahmed Tinubu's claim when he declared his state of emergency, he claimed that the governor did not do anything about the alleged vandalization of pipeline. Even his Attorney General Fubara claimed that he did nothing. He even encouraged those who did it. And the president was accusing Fubara of not doing anything about that. Meanwhile, Tinubu is the chief security officer of our national assets, including the pipelines. He was not held accountable. So to justify that their position, they have gotten Nwaeke, who had claimed that Fubara orchestrated the destruction of public assets. Can you link the whole thing up? Because so many people have knocked the government for saying that one of the reasons they declared state of emergency was because Fubara did nothing about the vandalization of pipelines. As if Fubara was in charge, is the person that gave order to police and other security agencies, and not Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Wike also clarified that his resignation was voluntary and not due to dismissal or external pressure. Now, because of this, his position and the weighty allegation he made against Fubara had to issue a statement which he personally signed, describing the comment as laughable and urging Nigerians to disregard them. Fubara said, "The truth is that Dr. Nwaeke has been compromised, and whatever he is saying is only aimed at fulfilling his promise to those who may have paid or coerced him to lie against me." End of quote. Also, a series of WhatsApp messages Fubara sent to channels television suggested that Nwaeke had been reaching out to Ehi, who is the chief of staff to Fubara, for funds and support in exchange for his loyalty, claiming that he earns 500,000 naira, which was inadequate to meet his needs. Which now begs the question, is the sole administrator, the reason why Tinubu sent him there is to go and investigate another arm of another federating unit? Is it why he sent him there, the sole administrator, to go and coerce people to come out and lie against Governor Fubara? Is that why they went there? I thought they said there was a breakdown of law and order there. That's why they went there, to maintain order. That's the question Nigerians should be asking. But before we go further into that, the wife of the former head of service of Rivers State, George Nwaeke, has also appeared on Channels television complaining about the disappearance of her husband, and said that some people have allegedly, people she did not name, have allegedly coerced her husband to implicate Simi Fubara in a $15 billion belonging to the state government, which the governor allegedly did not declare. A visibly upset Mrs. Wike, who granted interview to Channels television, said that it was after the interview her husband granted, blaming Fubara for all the problems in Rivers State. After implicating Fubara that the husband has gone incommunicado, she had not been able to hear from him. That brings us back to the main issue. Is the sole administrator of River State, now a replacement for ICPC and the EFCC. Now, what was the motive for the declaration of the state of emergency? Is it because of Fubara not managing the finances of River State well, or because there was a alleged potential breakdown of law and order? Because you and I know that when that emergency was declared, there was no breakdown of law and order in River State. People were going about their normal businesses. So, is it about the Rivers money that the emergency was declared, not actually because of insecurity? Is that what they are telling us? Because this idea of Fubara diverted money, didn't declare this money, shows that it has now revealed the real motive why Fubara was kicked aside. And it is now left for Nigerians of conscience to judge the government on what it's doing. Because from what you can see now, you can see that it's all about the money. Ahmed was right in the interview he granted Doshavele TV, DWTV. He said it was all about the money. That the problem in River State is all about the money. So it's not even about insecurity. It means that the state of emergency was a ruse. It was a camouflage. A camouflage to hoodwink Nigerians. But the real target is the money. The alleged money. We now understand. It is now left for the Rivers people to determine whether they will continue to live under this kind of condition. They should ask themselves, why should other part of Nigeria be having democracy while aliens are controlling their resources in their state before their very eyes? Controlling their resources, dictating where their money will go. It is up to them to stand up to be counted and to also respond to Bola Ahmed Tinubu and be ready to die defending their vote in 2027 to teach Bola Ahmed Tinubu a lesson that he will never forget in 2027 by being ready to die to defend their vote in River State, so that nobody could be able to manipulate the result of the presidential election in 2027. The ball is in their court. It has now been exposed. This Wike, that whether it was coerced, however it come, this money issue that he has brought up is now a clear indication that it was all about the money. It was all about the 2027 election. But the people of River State, they should learn from the APC, how APC voted and defended their vote in 2015. That led to Jonathan being defeated. They should defend their vote, ready to die for their vote, the way APC was ready to die for their votes in 2015 to ensure that PDP doesn't return. That's the only message that they can send that Tinubu will not forget throughout his life. Defending their vote against him. That's the only thing they can do. That's the only revenge left for them. Vote and defend your vote in Rivers in 2027. I don't know what I have to say about this, but whatever is your position about what this portend for Rivers election in 2027, and the idea that the sole administrator is investigating a sitting governor, a state, a sole administration that is unknown to law, which many legal minds have said, is investigating an elected governor. Now they are no longer talking about how to ensure security, because there was no security breakdown in Rivers State. What they are doing now, they are chasing the money. They are chasing the money because there are no people to chase. There were no people who are going about causing crisis before the state of emergency. But they are chasing the money now. That's what this Dr. George Nwaeke's vitriolic comments have now shown. Whatever is your position on this, what is your view on this? Let's hear from you at the comment section. Thank you for watching this video, and if you are new to my channel, you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel, hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. And please don't forget to like this video, because when you like it, God will rank it high and recommend it for more people. Thank you, and God bless you and yours.